I lost a cousin in the Korean War. He was lost at sea.
That's when we started having trouble with Russia. The reason that the United States give the Russians all that area to take charge of and get the people back settled was on account of they had lost so many people during the Second World War, and they kind of felt sorry for them. But they took advantage of us, as usual.
And he figured a lot of movie people, the directors and the producers and that, he picked on them and movie stars.
We were too young to care one way or another, really. Ike was more of a politician than he was a general. His big campaign thing was that he'd keep America safe, which at the time a lot of people was worried about.
Bad. People did not care for them, treat them well, because they didn't think we should have been over there fighting. I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. I just felt sorry for them because they were treated bad, but
Yeah.
the
Well,
soldiers were getting the worst part of
yeah,
what
they
was
were
going
getting
on,
blamed
really.
and it wasn't their fault.
blame, yeah.
They had a job that they'd promised ahead of time that they'd fight
Take care of our
for
country.
the United States. And there's a lot to being a soldier that you gotta do, and once you do, and you raise your hand, then you belong to them like a piece of equipment. But the troops just done what they had to do. They didn't have a choice, and they should have been treated like heroes, because a lot of them come home the same way they're coming home now. Lyndon Baines Johnson was the biggest one, and the people they should have blamed, number one is Lyndon Baines Johnson, because he kept it going for money. He turns around, and when we're trying to get out of Vietnam, because we was like rushed out, because they was getting, I think it was Hanoi that they were overrunning and getting a lot of our people. So they took these helicopters and put them on a big ship and took them out and pushed them off the ship. Why? No one figures it out, because, you know, we could have used them here in the States and everything else. It was worse than snot.
Who's snot?
Stuff in your nose. He was a Democrat, and if a Republican was giving a speech, he'd go up there and disrupt them and beat them up, because he was so big and powerful. Now this is proven. And so does that give you an idea of how I feel about Lyndon Baines Johnson?
You don't like him?
Absolutely not. It was a political mess from the word go. We should have never went into Vietnam. And they lied about it for about 2-3 years. We done that in another country that we're still involved in too. The Russians pulled out and we pulled in. Well,
Yeah.
the Vietnam War sucked. That pretty well answers my viewpoint of it. Well, if you take a rice farmer that has to share one cow to plow with, and they've been starved for 100 years, and the amount of stuff we give them and everything, no, I'd say, if nothing else, they ended up knowing what radios are and different, actually, things like that. And of course, just, you know, we're still giving them money, let's face it. We're still helping feed them and what have you. But, no, I don't think we left them worse, but we didn't leave them any better either. No. No, it wasn't worth it. All them 50,000 Americans and God only knows how many Vietnamese, just so a bunch of politicians could make extra money, and it was a big political thing to begin with. Africa. Africa's got a lot of gold, got a lot of cheap power, or excuse me, labor. It's got gold, it's got all kinds of minerals. It's got gold, it's got silver, it's got uranium, it's got oil. And therefore, the Russians threw a lot of money into Africa, and America threw a lot of money in it. Now the Chinese are really throwing a lot in there, and they're the big winners of Africa right now. What Clinton done was more disgusting and worse than what Nixon done. That's it. That's all she wrote.